So because of the fact that we're involving another party within this cloud environment, it's not all about you. It's me. Nah, that's just a bad breakup line. But this is so true because you can pen test your environment to death, but now you were involving this other party. And the type of cloud that you are using will dictate whether the pen test is even possible. For the most part, they say that a platform as a service or infrastructure as a service will permit pen testing, where normally software as a service is not likely to allow customers to do pen tests on their applications. So what that means is that we're going to have to come up with some more lists. And one of those lists is obviously who are the CSPs or the cloud service providers. And you will need to review their legal agreements that they have with your company and or client. Most CSPs will have in their documentation what type of pen testing is allowed and which ones are not. Now, if by chance there is no representation or mention of pen testing in the contracts, it doesn't mean that you're wide open and you can go at it. You still need to negotiate with the CSP. And once you've gone through and checked all those things, the next thing, and by the way, I just have to pause here. I did a little animation. I love you guys so much. I had to build this Periscope by hand. So I wanted to come up in each little section so you can see how I came up with this, because I couldn't actually create a Periscope, or excuse me, find a Periscope clip art image. But what I'm talking about here, the reason why I use this is because we have to raise the scope. We'll need to coordinate with the CSP for when these tests can exist or take place. Now, some CSPs actually make it quite easy for you to do a pen test. For example, Amazon has a online form that you can go through and fill out, where other CSPs may actually require a phone call as well as exactly what type of tests and the tools you plan on using. And from a consultant's point of view, you actually should pad some extra time in there on the front end, because this communication process between the CSP and yourself and the company or the client can take up some additional time that you may not have planned for. Now, I'm going to be upfront with you. Most CSPs are going to explicitly deny or forbid you from doing any type of denial service attacks because of the fact that they are multi-tenant, and so you doing a DOS against one of their systems could actually affect other tenants or other customers that may or may not really want a pen test being thrown at them. Now, there's one more thing you need to consider when it comes to your platform as a service or a PaaS environment. Now, typically in a cloud environment, the front end or the application front end or the web servers are often hosted completely separate from the database or the storage in. In fact, there's the possibility that they may not be housed at the same CSP at all. Therefore, it may be that you have to have some additional coordination and exclude or include or modify your tests based off of the layout. For example, you may be able to do a attack at the web server, but you won't be able to do any type of SQL injection because the SQL database is stored elsewhere. So remember, it's all about coordination, which if you've ever seen me on the dance floor, you'll know that's not my strong suit.